Alright, welcome back. Let's talk blades, because that's what we're into. Today I got for you guys a couple of ZTs, or zero tolerance knives. These are actually two of my favorite knives. The company claims that they are built like a tank, and that is true because these knives are built like a tank. They're heavy duty for what they are. I've carried them, both of these knives, for a few weeks at a time. After I got them, I was really excited. I wanted to buy a couple of extras as a gift to somebody earlier on, and I wasn't able to find them. I don't know if they were discontinued or what, but I bought these two off Amazon years back. Can't find them. Haven't been able to find them ever since. If I could find them, they'd be on some weird site or eBay if you really wanted to look them up. Right now I see them on this place called Worth Point. There's no price tag on them. It just says sign in to see what's worth, and then it says source on eBay. So maybe you could find these on eBay, but I think the one I'm looking at right now is carbon fiber, which is really nice. I'm pretty sure it's not cheap. These weren't cheap. These knives were priced at $180 to $100. $180 to $200. Yeah, it's kind of a lot for a knife. $200 knife, that's kind of breaking the bank there. I think the worth point of any knife shouldn't be no more than just $100 or a little over, but never $200. No one likes carrying around a $200 or $300 knife in their pocket when everything else they carry isn't as expensive, unless you're considering your cell phone. Anyways, enough rambling. These are two different type of blade steels. So this blade steel, it's S35VN right next to the USA and Kai right there. It does have a thumb disc, and as you guys can notice, it has the Emerson wave, and it says Emerson Design. And the model number on this is the 0630. And then of course the serial number is right here, 3671. Yes, this is really sharp. It's very sharp. So you have one scale on this side that is G10, and it's not overly aggressive. And on the other side you have a steel, I guess, liner. And then it is a liner, it is a frame lock, which has a, it's got a stop for over travel. It's got kind of like this stop safety, so you don't take it too far out of frame, so it stays in one area without having to over travel outside of where it's supposed to be. So it's actually really neat. Some people think it's really it's stronger having a lockup like this. Some people beg to differ. Has a very interesting pivot on here. You can actually take a wrench to it because it's got that hexagonal shape. And yeah, I've done that, and that's actually really cool. I really like that. It tightens the grip, and you can loosen it if you really wanted to. That Emerson hook makes this stuff deploy really great. So there's one, and then you can tell ZT on there, and it kind of has like a very reminiscent pocket clip, very similar to the Emerson knives, because it's got that kind of design to it and shape. It just has ZT on there, zero tolerance. And here's a knife that has one of the best steels. I'd have to say that it's great at edge retention, and that is LMAX. Of course, this has got the it's got kind of like a powder coating on it, black nitride or a DLC diamond-like coating. It's the black coating that's on this blade right here to protect it. Of course, it's also non-reflective, so I don't know if that makes any of you ninjas out there who are really into something like this could really be helpful, because this is a Tonto tip, and I actually really do like a Tonto blade, and this is really one of my favorite ones. And it is Kai USA. This model number is 0620, Emerson Design, because it's got that wave right there, and it's LMAX steel. LMAX is one of the toughest I've ever worked with, alongside CTS XHP Carpenter steel, which also holds a great edge. So these are just one of those knives that I just kind of get a little giddy for, because this is just one of those cool knives, man. I really like these knives, so much so that I don't carry them because of how much I like them. The same thing, same handle, just different kind of scalloped design on there for grip. I think I've carried this one more than I've carried this one, and then when I found out how much I liked this one, I started carrying this one more than I carried this one. So really like it. Really like Zero Tolerance. They make some awesome stuff. It just sucks because sometimes it's hard to find some of their stuff. They don't really keep it going. They stop after a while, and it's just hard to find some Zero Tolerance stuff. Anyways, let's get the specs. I know you guys are probably wondering, how much do they weigh? Well, we will find out. I got this scale right here. Alright. So, the satin blade would do first. Yeah, it's a beast. 6.33 ounces. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. Let's see if the other one weighs about as much or the same. 6.43 ounces. So this one a little bit more than the other one. Yeah, 1 ounce more. So, okay. Let's go to thickness. These are kind of chunky, but they're not overly chunky. They're just regular chunky. So 12.9 millimeters. 12.9. Yeah. All right, 12.9. And it doesn't really need liners. I mean, well, there's only one liner, you can tell by this side because it's sandwiched with the G10 on top and a regular liner. It is open pillar construction. That's what these are right here, which means it is super easy to clean. You just take your trusty dusty can of air, run it through the back here, and then run it through the front here, and it will be cleaned out of any pocket lint or dust. I love that open pillar design. It just shows how strong these are. The grip on these, I also almost forgot to mention, they're great. They're really great. It's just, you know, it's a little bit smaller than I'd like them to be. Thumb disc and the Emerson Wave. But it's great to have a combination of the two. And let's get some blade length here. So from tip to Casso, you're looking at 3.5 inches on the satin. And yeah, 3.5 inches. But if your finger's going to be back here, if you're holding it like normal and using that as a thumb ramp, more than likely you're looking at 4-inch reach. Yeah, from the pivot to the tip, about 4 inches. So if you're holding it like this, you do have that 4-inch reach. You just kind of, the cutting edge is a little bit shorter. These are great knives. Great knives. If you're able to find them, you're probably wondering, how sharp are they? I think I've used this one for cutting once. This one I've never used for cutting. So let's go ahead and try that out without cutting myself. Oh yeah. No resistance whatsoever when it came to cutting that. So that's great. Let's try this knife, because I know I've used this one for cutting. Yeah, it's a little bit on the dull side. I mean, it did cut just a little bit, but... Oh! Sorry about that. I hit the camera there. Yeah, I cut that time. So, yeah. They're good. They're pretty good. And let's end it off with a little bit of a paper cut. How about that? Paper cut. Paper cut. Yeah, I said it. Paper cut. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's pretty sharp. Yeah, factory edge on this one because I've never used it for anything. Let's try this one. Yeah, that's factory edge right there. I mean, this one I've used for cutting a little bit more than this one. This one, that's the first time I've ever actually cut anything with it. So, they're great. They're really, really great. Like I said, I wish I could give you guys a price on it, but when I remember buying them, they were around about $200. $180 to $200 around about. So, it's up to you guys if you guys are interested in that. If you want to look for them, they are awesome. As far as pocket carry goes, they're just a little bit on the heavy side because of the materials they use. But the company claims ZT, built like a tank, so at least that's what it said on the boxes back when I remembered actually getting them. They're great. So it's up to you guys. You want to check it out, you can if you want. If you're able to find them, good luck. See you guys in the next one. Bye.